Welcome back to the I Beg to Differ podcast. My name is Candace, and I have my co host, my sister Monica. This is a podcast where we talk about our favorite TV shows, movies, reality, news, whatever we feel like talking about, but it's definitely mostly TV related. So today we're going to be talking about Selling Sunset season 8, episodes 1 and 2. Um,
Yeah.
Monica, as far as where we left off on season 7, I didn't really remember where we left off, to be honest. It felt like a big gap between 7 and 8. I don't know. Was there anything like in particular you felt like you went into season 8 hoping for answers to or anything?
Not really. I mean, I figured it would be kind of new stuff going on, maybe a
Mhm.
couple of new agents, but no.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I kind of forgot what happened at the end. I do remember like Amanda and Chriselle, like, they reconciled, but then I remember it was, like, some drama, like, in the postseason, like, interviews or something. So I didn't know really where they stood. So we
Yeah.
kinda get episode 1, we get kinda little clips of kinda, like, where everybody's at. Only thing I
Yeah.
kinda noted from that was, what do you think about Amanda's, like, new look? I thought it was gonna be the new look for the season, but it seemed like it wasn't, but she had, like I think her hair was curly with, like, blonde, like like a blonde balayage or something. What do you think about that look on her? I
Yeah.
thought it looked
I mean,
good.
I thought it looked good. I mean, I like her trying something different because we're so used to her trying the same styles over and over.
Mhm. Yeah,
So,
agreed. So I really liked that look on her, but then she didn't really keep it the whole season, or at least the first couple episodes we watched, she didn't keep
yeah.
that look, but,
Yeah.
so we kinda open up with Chrishell. She has a new client that
Yes.
is like an architect, I guess, and she is saying that, the client's budget is a minimum of $30 million. So I was like, "Okay, I guess she's just trying to show, like, that Nicole was just saying whatever
Yeah.
about her," and she's like, "I can get these big clients too."
Yeah. She
Um,
was.
what did you think about Chriselle and Jason's talk here? They were kinda talking about Bree, because Bree was leaving the Oppenheim group because she didn't like the commission. Well, she had the drama with Chelsea, but also she didn't like the commission split that she was getting from Jason. She felt like they should get a higher percentage than what they were getting. Um, what did you think kind of about their conversation there? I really didn't know that Chriselle and Bree were cool like that.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of different because I didn't know they
Mhm.
were that cool either. But I guess too with Chriselle, last season she kind
Mhm.
of her storyline was more other things. I don't think she really got to know none of the new people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
She
that
was
was
so
different.
removed, like, she was always with G.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I felt like last season. So yeah, I did not know they were friends at all.
I know, like, I didn't know they really got a chance to get to know each other like that for her. I don't know, but it could just be, like, producers forcing them to have, like, a
A
friendship. I don't
relationship.
know.
Yeah.
So then we meet the new agent at the O Group, Alana. Any thoughts on her initially? Or can we move
Nah,
on?
not
Okay.
really.
Um, I like now then we kinda see some stuff with Chelsea. I really like Chelsea's new look. What did you think about the new look? It looks more like, I don't know, kinda more girl next door, a little more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like
She's
it.
wearing, like, more neutrals. I like the short cut on her. I love her makeup this season.
Yeah, yeah, I
I don't
like
know,
it.
I really liked her look this season.
Yeah.
Um, so we see that the O Group is getting this new $30 million listing from Jason, and it's in Manhattan Beach. And, there he w has the guys basically already picked the brokerage, but they don't know which agents will work on it yet, and the only ones that are interested in pitching to the seller are Alana, Chelsea, and Mary. Um, Chelsea, she lives in Manhattan Beach, so she's like, "I know the area." Mary has sold more, like, high value listings, I guess, than all of them, but she's also older, so, I mean,
Mhm.
and then Alana, she just seems like she's a hard worker, she's not afraid to put herself out there. What did you think? You think this was a good group to, to be pitching for this listing?
Yeah, I think it was a good group, and I think the fact that he gave Alana a chance, I thought
Mhm.
that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, I agree. So then we get Jason. He meets with Bree and he basically wants her back at the O group. I did not like this conversation at all. I didn't like how it was like he was throwing Chelsea under the bus or something. He was like, "Well, if you don't come back, I won't like that because then I'm gonna feel a way about Chelsea because I'm gonna feel like she's the reason that I lost a good agent. And some people they just can't help themselves or something." It's like, what? Like, yes, Chelsea was wrong in my opinion for like just keep talking about Bree's situations. Like, it don't affect you. Why do you care? But it's
Yeah,
like I feel like Jason is so compared to Brett, Jason is just so unprofessional in how he manages his staff. So what
yeah,
did you think
yeah.
about this conversation?
Um, I mean, for me, yeah, I felt that kind of way too, and I felt like he almost was kind of begging her to stay. I mean, or come back rather. I
Mhm.
just thought it was really weird because I didn't know she sold that much. Like we was
Yeah.
up off last season, I didn't know she was a top seller. So I felt like was it more just because of social media and maybe the following and that
Mhm.
type of stuff versus
Yeah.
like her actual skills in selling.
Yeah, because I don't remember her really selling any houses. She may have maybe sold one. I don't remember though. I don't wanna, like, misquote people be coming for me, but I just don't really remember her selling many houses. I remember her showing houses to, like, some she had, like, some I felt like some
Like
famous
sweet.
friends that would
Yeah,
just
like
come and see the
sweet.
houses, but they weren't really gonna buy a house.
Yeah.
But I don't remember her actually selling any
Me
houses.
either. I don't remember that at all.
So then after that, Jason has the 3 women, Alana, Chelsea, and Mary. They all go separately to the house to give their pitch to the seller. So it's a married couple that's selling the house. Um, just based off of the snippets we got of the initial pitches, I felt like I liked Alana's pitch the best personally. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
because it made sense. It's like, just because you know the area, that doesn't mean you're gonna sell like a $30 million house, you gotta know people that can buy a $30 million house. It's not just knowing the area. You need to there's like a certain group of people that can afford this home.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So then we see Chelsea on her way out of her pitch. She kinda hangs around and kinda eavesdrop, and she kinda hears the wife saying that she liked Mary's pitch. So then
yeah,
Chelsea goes back in, and I think she tells them like, "Oh, I have a buyer that I think would be really interested in this house," or whatever, try to make sure she gets the listing.
yeah,
What did you think about that?
yeah. I thought that was a bit much, kinda.
Yeah.
Like to me, she should have just waited and let them make their decision and like trying to spring somebody on them
Mhm.
because they seem like they're such a nice couple that they just kind of went along to get along.
Yeah. So
So
then, Jason ends up calling Mary and Chelsea and letting them know that the sellers want to work with both of them. So they'll co-list on the property. So, neither of them is very fond of that, but they go with it because I mean it is a $30 million listing.
exactly, exactly.
So
Yeah,
that's where we leave off episode 1. Then we get into episode 2. So episode 2, we got them planning this like Bree and Chriselle friendship. They doing the ice bath thing. And Chriselle is trying to convince Bree to come back to the office. Again, I didn't even know Chriselle and Bree were cool like that. I
yeah, me
don't
either.
understand like because I think even when she talked to Jason, she was saying like it's not the same without Bree, the office. And I'm just like, girl, you were barely in office last season. So how do you know what the
Yeah,
office is like with Bree? I don't know.
exactly.
So
Yeah, that was
I'm just
kind of
like,
weird.
I feel like Bree just don't have many allies, so they trying to like make Chriselle her friend. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um, so then we get Jason invites no, it was actually Brett. I wrote Jason, but it was Brett that invited Alana to take a look at this new development project. So even though she didn't get the listing for the $30 million house, just put herself out there, I think showed initiative. And so they decided to bring her on for this development project that they've been trying to get finalized. What did you think about that? Did you think Like, I think that was good that they gave her
Yeah, I think
opportunity even
so.
though she didn't get the listing.
Yeah, I think so. She seemed like a hard worker too.
Yeah, I agree, and she's not like she don't I don't know, we'll talk about it, 'cause I was gonna say she don't really seem to be, like, catty and in the drama, but I feel like she kinda did a little bit at the Breakfast Open, but we'll get to that. Um, so then after that, we get Chelsea and Emma, they meet at another $30 million house in Manhattan Beach, but this one is, like, on the beach. So it's smaller, but it's on the beach, so that's why it costs as much. And they're just kinda talking about Mary and what her issue is with Chelsea. So apparently this whole thing with Mary and Chelsea is that Emma, Chelsea, and who was it? Bree, she said? I don't remember. But it was some of them doing, like, some social media
Yeah,
obligation stuff. They were
yeah,
doing, like, Q&A. Somebody asked, who do they think, the biggest pot stirrer is at the Oppenheim group, and Mary said Chelsea. Chelsea felt away. Chelsea texts Mary. She's like, "Keep your name out my mouth." And Mary's like, "Oh my gosh." She just, "Oh my gosh." Like,
yeah.
it was
Well, I
so
think
some
didn't
shit
she
back
threaten to
on.
like F her up or something like that?
I
Mary was
don't
saying.
know. I wish they would just
Yeah,
show the text messages because I need the full detail. And then you got Romaine in women's business, and he is going and texting Chelsea, which so out of line, so out of line.
yeah.
Like, stay like, I don't get men being in women's business. And it wasn't even like Mary was getting ganged up on. It's a one-on-one.
Exactly. Yeah, that
Like,
was the
stay
thing.
out of it.
Like, yeah, stay out of it for sure.
So, yeah, I just didn't like how all that went down. Um, from and then, well, we ain't gonna get into this batch, but I just don't like Romaine. I never really liked him. I felt like he was
Yeah,
a
he be all over the place.
yeah,
And them
he
dang little trying to cover himself and it wasn't nothing to cover.
exactly.
He was cracking me
Exactly.
up.
So, yeah, so we get that part, and then, from there, Brett brings Alana to that development project, and it's way, 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 way behind schedule, basically. And so he puts her in charge of creating some privacy for the lot. Basically, it's a lot that can't have privacy, but she's supposed to be in charge of creating some sort of landscaping plan to create some privacy so
Yeah,
that maybe a family would be open to buying the house as well. I'm just
yeah,
like, I don't see how, because it's at the bottom of the hill. Like, people just gonna see in your backyard, don't matter how many trees you put up. But I
yeah,
don't know. What did you
yeah,
think?
yeah. That's true. That is true.
So now the big thing, I guess, in these first 2 episodes is this brokers open for that $30 million house that Mary and Chelsea are on. So Chelsea's late, but Mary makes sure everybody knows that Chelsea's late.
Yeah,
Like, it's the topic of discussion until she gets there. Like, I felt like she
yeah,
just wanted to make Chelsea look bad, but Chelsea shouldn't have been late though.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
especially
She
since she
shouldn't have been
lives in the
late.
neighborhood. But
Yeah,
also, Chelsea has young children. Mary does not have young children. So we know,
yeah,
you know how it is with
yeah,
young kids. Like, so I'm betting that played a part in why she was late, but Mary didn't have to keep bringing it up.
yeah.
Um so then when Chelsea does finally get there, everyone has a lot to say about this outfit. So she has on this, like, it's like a blazer and then like a little tennis skirt with shorts underneath. What did you think about the outfit? Did you think it was inappropriate for the brokers open?
I mean, I ain't gonna say inappropriate, but I would have not wore it there.
Yeah,
With
I
one of my,
probably wouldn't have worn it there. But I don't think it's that much different than what the rest of them women wear around clients,
yeah,
if we're
yeah,
being
for
fair.
sure.
Because
Yeah, for
just
sure.
like Chelsea said, they all be having their titties all out,
Yep.
so why,
Yep.
I don't get it. And so in my opinion, Chriselle's outfit was similar to Chelsea's.
Yeah.
Because, like, her shorts were pretty short, you know what I mean? Yeah, she ain't got as much of a butt as Chelsea, so maybe it wasn't as obvious, but her shorts were pretty short, and then even her top, it was, cropped pretty high, like, if she lift her arms up, you seeing it all.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
nobody said anything about Chriselle's outfit.
yeah, yeah.
So that was more my issue with it. And then it's just like,
Mhm.
why is everybody like saying all this stuff, like making it this big thing? Oh, Chelsea, this. And that's what I was talking about with Alana. I didn't like her jumping in and saying stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, you need to stay out of it.
Mhm.
So, well,
Yeah.
what's your office dress code?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Oh God.
So then Mary, she basically wants to run to Jason and Brett, and she's trying to tell them, oh, just so you are aware, Chelsea was late. And then I've had multiple people come up to me about her outfit and how it was inappropriate. And I think you guys need to talk to her about it.
Dang, Mary.
And I'm just like, time and place, Mary, time and place. Like, even if you had a concern about it,
Yeah,
what are we gonna do about it now? The girl got the
it's
outfit on.
over.
She's
Yep.
here. What you gonna do? Ask her to go home and change?
Yeah,
Like, at this point, it's time and place. She's here. She has the outfit on. Unless you're gonna ask her to leave, ain't no point in bringing it up now. You could have brought it up
exactly.
after the event. And so then
Mhm.
they're like, okay, well, I don't feel comfortable as a man. We don't feel comfortable telling her, what's inappropriate with
Yeah,
what
was
she's wearing.
yeah.
So can you do that, Mary? And Mary's like, no, no, I can't do that. So then Jason attempts to tell her, and she has the reaction they think she's going to have. So then that's when Mary kind of chimes in, and I'm glad that Chelsea stood on business because it's like, girl, like if you're worried about like how I dress, whether or not we're gonna be able to sell the listing, that's fine. But like, don't bring it up to our male bosses.
Mhm.
And then it's like now you're like embarrassing me. What did you think
Yeah.
about this conversation?
Yeah, I thought that if it was gonna be addressed, it could have been addressed later and maybe
Mhm.
in like, a staff meeting, just hey, watch dress code, like just brought it up
Mhm.
to everybody in a generalized way so she didn't feel so singled out because like you say, everybody kind of wears stuff that's inappropriate to the different events.
Yeah. And we didn't see like other clips or whatever, but the way she worded it, Mary made it seem like there were other people not part of the O group making these comments. Now, we didn't see anybody make it on camera. Maybe somebody did, but it's just like, if it's just y'all talking, all the ones that don't like her making the comments, it's like, okay. But we never saw on camera like any other like agents saying anything about Chelsea's outfit. We didn't see it, we didn't see any funny faces from
Yeah.
clients or nothing. So that's why I'm just like, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, me too.
And it's like,
Yeah, I
but
was
I didn't
confused
like
too.
how Mary worded it like it was like these other people outside of the O group making these comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where we left off. Chelsea basically got married together and she was kind of like, well, if that's the case, you have your tits out all the time and around clients and stuff. And, you know, I never felt like it was inappropriate,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
it's true. They all be
Yeah.
having them out, honestly.
That is true.
But yeah, so that's where we left off on episode 2. What do you think of like these first couple episodes? I
Yeah,
think
I think
it's
it's gonna be
way
good.
better than last season.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah, I think they got a good group. I think they got just enough drama. They're showing more houses again, which is good. I know people just weren't
Mhm.
really probably buying houses for a while. But they get back to like focusing more on the real estate and not as
Yeah,
much on the drama, which I like.
yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be a good season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any final
Hmm.
thoughts or
Not
nothing?
really. I'm just gonna keep watching. I'll probably keep watching
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah, so that'll be it for episodes 1 and 2 of season 8 of Selling Sunset, guys. We're gonna try to get these out as soon as we can, but life, we both are mothers. Stuff comes up. But we'll try to
Yeah,
get this season out to you guys as soon as we can. This podcast is available obviously on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. We also are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think we're on Google Podcasts, iHeart. I believe we're on there as well. So pretty much anywhere you can find your podcast, we should be there. So we thank you guys for checking us out, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Talk to y'all later. Bye.